Welcome back. We've seen John the Baptist fully point to Jesus as the Lamb of God. This title means one thing: the sacrificial lamb's purpose was to die. Jesus himself said he came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Now the focus of the story shifts fully to Jesus as John the Baptist gives his testimony one last time, and his disciples finally act on it. The text says that the next day again, John was with two of his disciples, looked at Jesus as he walked by, and said, "Behold, the Lamb of God." This time the two disciples heard him and followed Jesus. Jesus then turns and asks the very first question he speaks in this gospel: "What are you seeking?" This is arguably the most important question Jesus could ask them. And it's a question we all need to grapple with in our own lives. What we seek ultimately becomes our focus. And if that focus is consumed by worldly passions, it can create a great deal of heartache. We have to be vigilant and have the courage to pray as David did, asking God to search our hearts and thoughts. Psalm 139, 22 to 24. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me, know my thoughts, and see if there be any grievous way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. The disciples respond to Jesus' question by asking one of their own, "Rabbi, where are you staying?" They weren't just asking for an address. They were saying they wanted to spend time with him, to get to know him. Jesus gives a simple, open invitation: "Come, and you will see." So they went and stayed with him that day. We learn that one of these two disciples was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. The other, who isn't named, is believed by scholars to be John the Apostle himself, the author of this gospel, as he never refers to himself by name. What Andrew does next is remarkable. He first found his own brother Simon and said to him, "We have found the Messiah." When people come to Christ, they often want to reach their family first, which can be one of the most challenging things to do. Andrew brought his brother to Jesus. Jesus looked at Simon and gave him a new name. He said, "You are Simon, the son of John. You shall be called Cephas." Jesus essentially called him Rocky. What's interesting is that it took quite a while for Simon to live up to that name. In the early days, he was not very stable at all. This is the beginning of discipleship. It starts with a faithful witness of one person, which inspires others to seek Jesus for themselves. Jesus meets that seeking with an open invitation to come and see. And those who come and see are then compelled to go and tell others, starting with those closest to them. It all begins with that first penetrating question: what are you seeking? The answer to that question determines everything. The next day, Jesus continues to gather his followers, and we'll see his encounter with the skeptical Nathanael in our next study.